Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, take two. I was just doing a reading using the Chakra Wisdom cards and it was throwing out a reading that started to give me a headache really. It's definitely a karmic reading. Okay, so I've scrapped that and I'm going to go to the Rider-Waite Tarot, and because when a reading's a bit confusing, it's best to tap into the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. It kind of gives you a clearer, concise reading. Okay then. So if we can have a look at what story, a collective story wants to come out today, please. Let's do a Celtic cross. Okay, so a heavy burden being carried by the masculine's energy. They're still hiding behind these burdens. It's the card of completion. You're nearly home. Okay, so you've got all these burdens, Divine Masculine, and the challenge is, okay, the Eight of Cups, leaving them behind. Because with the Eight of Cups here, it's kind of, you had a taste of all of them and you're still not satisfied with life. Because you're craving for one, to find yourself, and then you find your ideal partnership. So the walking away is the challenge from the past, or from these Eight Cups. You do need to walk away from the Eight to reach the Two of Cups. Okay. And they make up the 10. You're happily ever after. What's gone on in the past? Queen of Cups. This is kind of like the karmic energy I was picking up on. Is trying to explain to this karmic energy. The past energy is the masculine here trying to explain. I want to say that what he's experiencing within these Eight Cups is not satisfying. It's not making him happy. And trying to explain that to, I want to say, this karmic energy. It feels very much as if, seeing as it's a past energy, he may have got himself into trouble as he's tried to express his emotions in the past. This is a card of feeling scared, feeling as if you're going to be in trouble. Being careful with your words. So there's very, very much this energy of you're so close to breaking free. Sounds like the wind's picked up. It sounded like it was raining. As actually being strong enough, courageous enough to walk away. Current energy. There's definitely this fear here of hiding away, feeling as if you're in trouble. But the little cupids are all kind of clinging on for their lives, look. I feel that cup's trying to explain. You've got the pincers here. It is raining. That's like a tropical storm. So I want to say, maybe you experience quite a torrential storm because of this. That storm will calm down and pass. Let's look at your current energy. You're wounded. It seems that you are on an even path now. I believe that this energy could have got you some understanding. But there was a lot of wounding that happened, and it could be verbally, trying to explain, and you've got yourself kind of, I don't know, feels a bit like, you've kind of dug your own grave here. But you're kind of through that. The Nine of Wands is when you've got one last hurdle, which is what we're actually talking about, that last thing that you need to do, and that's actually just to walk away. Walk towards your passions. If you have a look, he's holding that wand. Even if that does mean as if, I want to say that he looks like he's ashamed here. It's like, hold your head up high. Let down your guards and walk away. Okay, so the current energy is being wounded. I feel mentally wounded. It's like that saying, it's like that staying. It wounds you all the time you stay. I was going to say it's like the saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. That's just bullcrap, isn't it? Those words keep ringing. They keep running and ringing through your mind, those words, which have you questioning yourself. So it does look like you're stable. You've got your wand there. Okay. And I feel like today's another day. Should we look into the future? The cards feel a lot more chilled out and relaxed. It's like you're having time to breathe here. You're still looking back. I'm not sure what's happened here, whether they're threats. The 3 cards that came out of the Chakra Wisdom in take 1 was gossip, trickery, and guilt. And the underlying energy was prayer. And I feel that that was the energy that was coming through. It was like all you can really do for this karmic energy is pray for her. Okay, let's move on into the future energy. I feel like this karmic energy is actually being kept away. It's like she's been put into solitude of her own kind. Seeing as we have the World card here, I just feel it's the same kind of image. I feel like she's going to, because I feel like she's twiddling her thumbs here, as if she's not going to really know what's hit her. I felt then as if that may result in her lashing out. I feel because she doesn't feel that the masculine's actually going to up and leave. I believe he's expressed that's what he plans to do. But it does feel like the divine is actually, everyone's kind of on this from all angles. She has that purple kind of scarf around her, and I feel like the divine is actually pulling her like away from interfering with this connection, the masculine getting to the 2 of Cups. So I feel like this karmic energy is going to have this feeling that there's really not much that she can do. Unless the masculine actually says that to her, well, there's not really much that you can do to stop me. Let's have a look at this spiritual assistance behind the scene. The Queen of Pentacles. It's interesting. The Divine Feminine. Seeing as we had a prayer, I do feel as if the Divine Feminine sends best wishes towards this karmic energy, seeing as this is just a real tricky situation. And we don't wish harm or revenge or payback on anyone, especially as we're sitting in the Queen of Pentacles energy. It's just come through though that this is Mother Earth doing this. Okay. So Mother Earth here, I want to say, is what's pulling the karmic energy into line. And I want to say they're pulling them into line on the sidelines so that the Divine Masculine can walk through. I want to say the prayer that came out when I done the first reading. It kind of makes sense to me now that it's very distracting. what we're talking about with the prayer. The prayer is that the Divine Masculine has the freedom to choose whatever route he wishes to take without anyone obstructing him. Freedom. Okay. So we have Mother Earth behind the scenes here, assisting. I could feel it in how she was kind of keeping the karmic energy out of the way so that the Divine Masculine has the freedom to make his own choices. And I do feel like they're the Divine Masculine's choices. This other feminine, this karmic energy, she doesn't really have a say in the matter anymore. Let's have a look at how this person's feeling. I'm not sure who we're going to be picking up on. Whether it's the masculine or this karmic energy. The Star. She's not aware of how it feels very much as if she's not really paying attention to what the Divine Masculine's saying. She's got her head down here and she's bent down, and it's it really shouts out. She doesn't have the creativity or the vision or the inspiration to actually really think outside of the box. So it feels very much when the Divine Masculine leaves, residing in that box also, that's when she's going to really realise the ripple effect of this. That's what it sounds like. It's just a load of noise coming from the Divine Masculine. So he hasn't taken her seriously, and she soon will. She soon will. Okay. So it's something about what she's actually said, as if she doesn't really have any concerns, like she doesn't need the masculine. And she's going to soon realise that she needed him more than what she was aware. So it's like she's willed her own manifestation of not giving a care. Well, the world cares, so she doesn't give a care to the world's going to keep her back, so that people that do care can get through. Okay. Oh, the Emperor, how this is affecting others. The Emperor. She hasn't got a clue, has she? This is a bit of a clueless karmic energy, who is kind of preoccupied with maybe gossiping and shaming people. Playing the shame game, the blame game. How this is affecting others? Well, it's infuriating the Divine Masculine here. I feel like he just wants to give her a little push into that water and just like give her a little nudge. Okay, let's have a look at hopes or fears. Destiny. The Divine Masculine has no fears when it comes to the direction of his destiny. He's going to walk that path. And this karmic energy, the wheel will turn for her as well. That's what the Wheel of Fortune does. Let's see in whose favour it turns. It's going to turn in the favour of the Divine Masculine. It's in your favour, Divine Masculine, this situation. And it's all divinely directed for you, so that you can walk free. It's 11:33. Let's, which means, how long we had? 22 minutes. Oh, 21. 11:12 it was. Okay. Outcome. That'd be nice. You get there, Divine Masculine, okay? You get to the 10 of Cups. That's the outcome. And that's all they're going to tell us, really. We're not going to speak about the 2 of Cups. I spoke about the 10. From the 8 to the 2 makes the 10. But at the moment, the talk is the Divine Masculine needs to get out of the little box that he's been contained in. Okay, it looks like the pathway is going to be made clear. Very much clear. However, that comes about to this karmic energy. She is going to be kept away from the situation. Okay, let's affirm each of these cards. Let's do it. I'm up for that. Okay, 10 of Wands, what we're looking at. You're nearly home, Divine Masculine. You're nearly to the 10 of Cups. You're still a bit scared. You're hiding behind these burdens here, okay? You're scared to show your face. We can see, because in the past you've been petrified of speaking your truth. It's like you've been shamed, blamed. Okay, so let's have a look at this, because that's what we're talking about. Let's get an affirmation. Authenticity. Authenticity is the name of the game. Whatever comes up, I will feel it. Whatever needs to be said, I will say it. Whoever doesn't get it doesn't have to get it, but at least they know it because I've said it. And that's way better than leaving a passive-aggressive note about it. So it feels like you want to have this conversation. It feels like you probably have had it. They've said it. They've got it. And if they don't get it, you don't care. But it felt like better than like kind of just up and leaving and just leaving a goodbye letter, you know. You've actually spoke up. So the challenge is actually being able to leave and walk away. Things are settled that you can actually go and follow your own path. So that's a challenge. 8 of Cups. Positive thinking. Okay, that will get you there. A positive mental attitude. So in the garden of my mind, I water the good thoughts and weed out the bad ones. I throw in forgiveness and empathy seeds by the handful if I want. I take a lawnmower to that jealousy and resentment patch. Is that what he's doing out there, cutting the grass? It's a jealousy and resentment patch. I'm a pretty badass mind gardener. Okay, so you're watching, I want to say you're actually watching your thoughts. Because we can see, although that is the challenge, because it looks like you've had some verbal abuse go on. Or you've kind of thrown some stuff out there as well. I think you both get the bigger picture now. The Divine Masculine and this karmic energy. But it's kind of like remembering what the Divine Feminine said, the assistance. It's like positive mental attitude. You've got to think positive. Think negatively about anything or the resentment. Because I picked up on an enlightened being just kind of would send a prayer. And just know that you're just not in alignment anymore. You may have been once upon a time. But if one of you has grown and the other one hasn't done the work, you're going to drift apart. It's going to be inevitable. Well, we have tried to explain this in the past. Generosity. I give generously to those around me, no matter how much or how little I have. I know there is more than enough to go around, and that the key is to allow it to keep going around without stopping. If I stop the flow, I'm like the one person at the stadium who doesn't do the wave. Interesting, because it looks like, that's really speaking about if the Divine Masculine doesn't go to the 2 of Cups, he's going to kind of miss out on this journey. And he doesn't want to miss out on this. So that's why there's a conversation that's needed to happen. And I feel like he's saying to this karmic energy, you know, I give and give and give all the time and you don't even notice. Actually, you don't really notice any of it. It's like she lives in a completely different world to the Divine Masculine now. And I feel this is the frustration, really, that's coming over him. It's like things are just not changing. Not to what the Divine Masculine desires. So generosity's here. And I do feel, you know, he has somewhere to go. He has somewhere to be. He is someone. There is someone that he needs to be. A Divine Masculine. Okay, and you can't become a Divine Masculine whilst allowing yourself to be cooped up in a box with a very negative karmic energy. That defies the law. So, options. As I open to the abundant possibilities of my life's path, I'm reminded that I always have unlimited options. So the Divine Masculine seeing this karmic's not his only option, he's got another real nice option. life is a buffet, and I allow myself to choose whatever makes me happiest without limiting thoughts like, you can't put mac and cheese on your baked potato. You can do whatever you want to do. You can. But this one here is maybe just, telling the Divine Masculine, you can't do this, you can't do that. And he's like, I want to choose the life path, the path that's going to make me the happiest. I do have options. So here's the masculine here, wounded. Tapping into spirituality to keep him going. So that's where the Divine Feminine's energy is coming through. Remembering to remain positive. A positive mental attitude at all times. Whenever I found myself in the most stressful of situations, that would always come in. A positive mental attitude at all times. You're like, at all times? At all times, no exceptions. Like, geez, that's a big call, isn't it? But, and a lot of people won't like it, especially if you're going through a situation and you're remaining positive and positive and positive. I mean, I was actually going to call them these motherfuckers. Yeah, and I thought, why would I call them that? Because they're fucking with Mother Earth. These motherfuckers just want to take you down with them. And it's like, don't fuck with the universe. Don't fuck with the Divine Mother. And don't fuck with this connection. Really. So no one's fucking about anymore. So, I say a little prayer for you. So, 9 of Wands. This is the current energy. Okay, so it does look like now you're on this path, this clean. You're still looking over your shoulder, Divine Masculine. But it's about you tapping into your spiritual support team. And there's a lot of them. And I feel now you've cleared your space, you're going to be bombarded with the sign synchronizations that are going to lead you on the path. Where you're going to, the 10 of Cups. Okay, let's not worry about the details in between how you actually get to the 10 of Cups. And how that involves the 2 of Cups. You just know where you're needing to go. And now I feel like you might not have any other choice but to follow the Divine's guidance. Feels very much like you're unable to trust anyone else. I feel you trust your Divine Feminine. Okay, but there's an issue with whether or not she trusts you. So you've got to learn to trust yourself, okay, in your own direction. So it feels like right at the moment you're receiving lots of signs, synchronizations. It's like your support team come in. Why do your support team come in so strong? Because you made a decision to walk away, to leave. And as soon as that decision's made, they're like, good boy, here's the reward. That's what they're like. Like, pretty much immediately. And it's like you may have made the decision in your mind and you were absolutely certain, I'm leaving. I'm leaving this box that I've been kind of contained in. There's a big wide world out there that needs me. And as soon as you've made that decision, even in your mind, you'll notice the person or the people who are getting in your way, boom, taken out of the way. It's like a prayer that you sent out. Destiny's at play. Okay. I don't know why we pulled a Rider-Waite for the now energy when we're doing the affirmators. Let's have a look. So the current energy is, you've got spiritual support here, help, and they are clearing the way for you, Divine Masculine. So you need to, it's kind of like the energy of don't allow that to scare you. You're going to watch it all unfold now, rather quickly. And you mustn't lose faith, you must trust now. Okay, so positive thinking, that's a challenge. In the garden of my mind, I water the good thoughts and weed out the bad ones. I throw in forgiveness and empathy seeds by the handful if I want, and I take a lawnmower, so that jealousy and resentment patch. I'm a pretty badass mind gardener. There's no need to do. I am exactly where I need to be, exactly when I need to be. There's nothing more I need to do. I mean, yes, there will always be laundry and taxes, but in terms of my life's path, I don't need to do anything because I am already here. I take a deep breath, relax and trust, and then do the laundry. I'll get it in off the line. I didn't even put mine out. I was going to. Okay, well, no need to do that. It's going to rain. Okay. So, in the future energy, you can see that this karmic energy is being kept out. The way's clear for you. It's like all eyes are on this situation. Good things to come. No one's getting in your way. Okay? There are so many amazing gifts coming my way. I can't see them now because I respect the general convention of not peeking under wrapping paper. So you're going to allow this to unfold. But they will show up when the time is just right. And that's when I'll remember how much fun it is to be surprised. And that's what I feel is kind of like the current energy and moving on from now. As long as you keep that positive thinking, that positive mental attitude at all times, or at least be aware of trying to achieve that, you're going to see that things are coming at the right time. I feel that you're already kind of in this. You just know. It's a nice surrender energy. Behind the scenes is the Divine Mother. Why are we taking the Rider-Waite again? Okay. She's looking after her earth sanctuary. Good for you. It seems you've earned some time away from the chaos of life. And that's what I was saying, is that they will repay you as soon as you decide not to, as soon as you decide to leave the chaos. Like, I'm done, done with it. I'm gone. So good for you. It seems you've earned some time away from the chaos of life. It could be as small as a bubble bath, or as big as a trip. Or maybe it's a small trip into a big bubble bath, or a normal sized trip to a tiny bubble bath. Or maybe you tripped and fell in someone's bath. Whatever it is, it's waiting for you with open arms. Just pick your favourite sanctuary and unplug for a bit, especially if a bath is included. And you're just going to know, Divine Masculine. The Queen of Pentacles here, I'm going to say she's the director of our earth. And you're going to know what direction to kind of go in. All right, what path, what sanctuary you're going to opt for. Now, the current energy, really, of how the karmic energy is feeling, it's just like, well, she's a non-believer. That's all we need to say. Vitality. Okay. I feel like she needs to. It's not a healthy mindset. It's kind of like she's mentally ill. In the most respectful way, as in not aware. Okay, that all the stress and being caught up with the everyday gossip, news, worries of the world can make you mentally ill. And I feel like you've got over this, Divine Masculine. You're not mentally ill. You may have thought you might have been. But what you actually realise is that you're very awake. And I do feel like this one needs some help, and she might just need to help herself. So I am healthy and vital and strong. My radiant love of life fills me with healthy, vital and strong cells. Each cell is a warrior. Everyone has its own sword and shield. I dare you to try and penetrate my cellular army. Didn't think so, chump. So I feel this is the Divine Masculine, all bouncy, feeling his vitality. And this one here, it's like draining him. And that's why you've kind of got to leave that environment. She's going to kill all your healthy cells. So how's this affecting others, Divine Masculine? You look a little bit pissed off, don't you? Keeping calm, but you've got a little stressful there. Take yourself out of the environment then. Let's have a look. connection. I'm connected to the multitudes. You most definitely are. Here. And I can access their support at any time. Even a stranger offers a sense of comfort when they smile at me or make a dumb comment about the weather. Everyone is waiting to connect. All I need to do is open myself up and pay attention. Note to self, work on witty banter about weather-related stuff. Like tropical storm, man. And it still is. And he's out there mowing the lawn. Stranger things. Okay. You escaping your little box. I feel like you could be like the talk of the town otherwise. So the Wheel of Fortune, well, that wheel's turning. In your favour, Divine Masculine. This here, it's like a mini version of the world. The world means that you have to wrap up this cycle forever. You're going to move on to a new spiritual path. It's the last card of the tarot. Card number 10 here, the Wheel of Fortune. That means that, you know, what goes up must come down. There's always the contrast. That wheel's always going to turn. And it's turning in your favour. If you have a look though, you've got the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac in both these cards. And in the Destiny card, Wheel of Fortune, they're studying. Well, apart from one that the Sphinx is pointing out here. There's a snake on the other side. And who's this? It's like Batman. It's like he's turning that wheel. Wheel of Fortune. Hopes or fears. It's going to work out perfectly. As it was destined to work out. Ideal partnership. Yes. I am a rare and precious find, and my brilliance will be reflected back to me when I am paired with a true match. My ideal partnerships and working relationships are easy and free-flowing. I deserve greatness because I am greatness. And to paraphrase Rumi, what I'm looking for is also looking for me. In fact, he or she might be paraphrasing Rumi right now. In a minute. Let's deal with this 10 of Cups here, the outcome. 10 of Cups, ideal partnership. 10 of Cups. Ta-da! Just like that, like magic. No judgment. Joyville. That's what will be at the 10 of Cups. Look, you can even see you go through the archway, look. No judgment. I release myself from any and all judgments. I find my inner critic, call it into my office, and tell it to take a vacation. As it leaves the room, I let out a sigh and begin to enjoy the joy of simply being. Who hired that guy anyway? Well, probably this feminine here. Kind of moulded you to her needs. Okay. Joyville. Let's see what Rumi wants to say. Instead of like, oh Carol, I was such a fool. It was kind of, oh Rumi, I was such a fool. Okay. Darling, I love you. Don't you treat me cruel. Okay, Rumi, come on, because we're paraphrasing. In fact, oh sorry, let's go back. In fact, and to paraphrase Rumi, what I'm looking for is also looking for me. In fact, he or she might be paraphrasing Rumi right now. Great minds think alike, don't they? Oh, Divine Mother manifest. Jeez, I weren't expecting this. Now, I felt 15 here, card number 15, that would take us to the number of the devil. And I felt like we're like Batman here, but it's kind of a good devil, alright? But how awesome. Seeing as I picked up on the Divine Mother here. The Divine Mother manifests now. She's taken over. She found her way into the Rumi deck from the Mother Mary deck. Okay, let's read what this card wants to say. It's getting serious, look. Divine Mother steps in. Holy shit. We best listen up. I feel it's going to be for you, Divine Masculine. It's 11:55. Let's carry on. I was going to say let's carry on despite the maintenance man. Despite? Yes, let's just carry on. Despite any interferences. Okay. Oh, you living in the world of 6 directions. Accept the gloom and accept the bliss. For those seeds buried in the ground will one day grow into fruitful orchards. Rumi. We share her, this Divine Mother, you and I. We are her precious children. We are born through her love, and she shares in our losses and our gains, our tragedies and our triumphs. Her hair forms the galaxies, her thoughts become the stars. The sun is her own warmth, and her breath is felt upon this earth, causing the roar of the ocean waves. Her voice is heard in the call of the whales and the trill of the birds. She is all nurturing life into existence. She is in my reaching for you, and she is in your acceptance of my divine hand. She is all, this great lady. Nothing lies outside of her sphere of influence and power, compassion and grace. That includes you and your dreams, great and small, my angel of love. This oracle comes to you via the sacred grace and mercy of the Divine Mother, who is the great manifesting expression of divinity. All that is created, all that is made manifest, without exception, flows from her being. This is why it is safe to trust in life, even, most especially, the inexplicable mystery, and even the darkness that may give rise to fear and judgment within us. It is all part of her unfathomable workings. So we pray for light. We pray for love. We honour and live our lives with its mysteries, with as much integrity as we can muster. But beyond that, it is best to participate in this life with much less certainty than the mind would have us believe necessary for inner peace. Inner peace doesn't come with understanding, it comes with trusting. Can we understand a star or a galaxy? Perhaps not, yet we can choose to trust in its beauty and beingness, and from it derive great energy, hope, and inspiration. The ways of the Divine Mother are not to be judged by our limited standards, rather than can be witnessed, experienced, and received. What a relief to not need to understand. What a relief to simply live with trust and know that everything will work its way out. Through those wise ways of the Divine Mother, there is a gift headed to you now. Will you receive it? That gift is one of manifestation, something you have been working towards, growing into, loving and dreaming for, perhaps for a very long time, is finally coming to fruition. Perhaps you have caught a sniff of the aromas from the divine kitchen and know the meal is nearly ready and it smells delicious. Or perhaps you have already been a curious and naughty angel. You've poked your head through a door, to the divine dining room, only to be captivated by the candlelight dancing in reflection upon gleaming silverware and the subtle sounds of crystal goblets and finest china being laid down upon an exquisite dining table. Or maybe, dearest one, you have absolutely no clue what is about to happen. With your thoughts and attention so often turned to the past or future, you have yet to realise what is coming to life for you this moment. Perhaps you will not gain any advance notice. You will instead run smack into the middle of a dinner party hosted in your honour, and perhaps even feel unprepared, wondering if this morning's yoga attire is suitable for such an occasion. You are being asked to receive this gift completely and utterly. Whether you feel sufficiently worthy or not, or appropriately and readily attired, it is time, and the bestowal of this gift is as it should be. Whether it seems to be in the best form, or how it should be according to your opinion or the opinions of others, it is as the Divine Mother has accorded it to be. She has her wild ways, of course, and oftentimes her workings in the world are, to put it mildly, downright unfathomable. Yet somehow all things, all creations, all of life, her every working, serve love. You are one of her creations, and so is the imminent manifestation of your own heart truths. Live it, love it, receive it completely. It is yours and meant to be so. This oracle comes with additional guidance for you. No matter whether or not things appear to be working out, they are. And you are held in the loving protection of the Divine Mother to keep you from straying from your highest path and divine destiny. There is work here for you to do upon this planet in your own unique way. It is the work of the Divine Mother, the work of love. So then allow her to care for you, even if you wonder what the heavenly minx is up to at times. That was an awesome reading. The next card, well, from nothing to everything. And I said it was like that. Ta-da! You just have your 10 of cups. Listen, that was... Who knows what the heavenly minx is up to, but the Divine Mother is in complete control of this situation, guys. Have yourself a fantastic day. I will catch up with you soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.